everybody, it's Clip here. I know this isn't exactly the type of videos I generally post on my channel, however, um, hilariously enough, I have my coffee here. It's, fucking early. So, ignore the fact that I am playing Starbound. We will have some interesting discussion about this later on once I get to my new stable home. I wanted to talk about a very important thing to me as a content creator and to many out there that also do YouTube. And I also wanted to kind of give an update to everybody to let everybody know where the fuck I've been. So, a couple of you know that over the past, I'd say about 5 years, I've been struggling with living arrangements, etc., and I haven't been all that well off on it. Not trying to get pity support, but I do have a Patreon. I will link it in the description of this video. I never got around to actually making a Patreon video explaining what I was going to do with it, so bear with me. Hopefully I'll get one before I leave. Hopefully I'll get one before I sell my computer up. Yeah. Any rate, my life's been in flux. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube, obviously, and due to a whole bunch of life situations of my own, even working 2 jobs, I can't manage to afford my own place without a roommate. Well, not listing any names, however, I had a lot of roommates in the past 4 years, 2 years, 3 years. Fuck, I don't know. It all blends together, man. It all blends together, y'all. Everyone, like, it's warped my life view so harshly. I started to view people as temporary, and beyond that, I view people as they're gonna hurt me, they're gonna betray me, and ultimately, they're all gonna abandon me. And hilariously enough, I don't have abandonment issues initially from my childhood. It was actually after I hit adulthood, after I went to the military, and after I came back. Me and my family went to a big spat. I'm not going to go into details. And then my battle with homelessness started. I moved to Florida, where I released a whole bunch of videos and was streaming continuously. I lived with a great guy. I will list his name. He's not a bad person. He didn't fuck me over. He fucked himself over, which in turn fucked me over. But it's all cool. Victor, if you're watching this, I highly doubt you are. You're great, man. I miss you. I really wish I could see you again. I hope the kid's going well. I hope the life is going well. Get in touch, dude. So yeah, I lived there for about 6-8 months or so. I got a job working at a call center for technical support. It wasn't that bad. It was a good job. But, you know, things happened and I had to move. Well, when I initially moved to Florida, I had an option between living with my grandparents, my birth grandparents, and living with, you know, a guy I'd never met before. I chose the guy I'd never met before, hilarious enough. One of my best friends now. And I don't regret that. It was a great opportunity. I got to meet a lot of people who unfortunately are no longer in my life. They've all gone their separate ways, which is a shame, but you know, that's life. And then, so I moved with my grandma, completely going against the advice of one of my few friends I have left from Florida. And he told me to stay there, suck it up, you know, deal with the shelter, and get back up on my own feet. I should have done that. I moved in with my birth grandma. Turns out she was abusive. Not only mentally and emotionally, but physically. She was hitting me and my birth cousin. And I told my little sister and my fiance at the time. My little sister confronted my grandma. And the next day, I was out, dropped off in the streets of Target. I then spent 7 days on the streets. and it was rough. But I didn't let it beat me down. No, I mean, I had a job. I had that going for me. I always went to work. I was always smiling. I was probably the only one always smiling, always trying to make light of every situation. And that's kind of one of the ways that I cope with horrible situations like that. And I ended up meeting a lot of people that helped me out. And for those of you who know me personally, I'm a very prideful person. I don't like, holy shit. Matter manipulator, you fucked all those trees up, bro. I don't like accepting help. I don't like asking for help. But people do offer it. There are good people out there. And that's one thing to always remember. There are good people out there. And I was lucky enough to meet some of them. It was a temporary situation, and I had then moved in with a friend of mine. He didn't notify the landlord that he had somebody moving in with them. And so that created issues, and I ended up having to leave again. I had moved in with my girlfriend at the time, her mom, and her sister. And eventually it got to the point to where, I mean, I was so depressed, I couldn't motivate myself to get up and get a job. To me, everything seemed pointless. I didn't have any possibility as for a roommate. I can't get a place on my own without a roommate, and it was bleak. And then I was offered two choices again. I could stay there and get a job, go through the motions, and obviously, you know, not be able to afford to fend for myself still. Or I was able to move in with a guy I served with. I'm not listing his name. He screwed me over. He betrayed me. He broke the bro code. I'm sure some of you in the comments below are going to be like, bro code doesn't exist. Bullshit. Bro code's real to me, man. As you can tell, I get around a lot, but there's one thing I do not do, normally, is go after my friend's exes. And he did. I found out about it. Never confronted him about it, but I found out about it. Well, I'm now with my fiance currently, who was originally talking to him, and he kind of like just left her on the wayside, and we got together. He was moving down to Florida, and I was presented once again with two options: to stay in Maryland or move down with him to Florida. Mind you, he didn't know anything was wrong yet. He didn't know about anything. Very oblivious. I kept him in the dark. I'm probably a terrible person for that, but I don't give a fuck. And I chose to stay with Matt. Now, I am listing his name only because I am pissed at him currently. I got a job. You know, he promised me I could stay with him if I got a job. Got a job. Everything was looking up. He got me a freaking couch to sleep on. I've been sleeping on the floor for the past year. And it was like, oh, fuck yeah, a couch. And then the next day I was supposed to go in for my orientation for my work. And he walks into the room, he's like, hey man, gotta talk to you. My girlfriend doesn't like you, so you gotta go. He didn't say it as bluntly as that, and I have definitely written out the extent that I can possibly, you know, hope to get from it. I mean, I was able to spend my birthday not on the streets, and I'm thankful for that. I'm not sure about Thanksgiving. I don't even know when Thanksgiving is. That's the state I'm in. I can't even care about holidays because I'm too stressed about everything else. In 8 days, I have to make sure that my computer is sold. All my heavy objects, my swords, my sword collection, majority of my clothes, a lot of my bags, they all have to go. Because I don't have a place where I'm going. I'll be going down to Florida, and I don't have a place. And it scares me a little, yeah, but hopefully things come together. And that's all you really can have in a situation like this is hope. So that's the reason why I haven't been producing a lot of videos, y'all. It's not because I gave up on YouTube. It's just because my life for lack of a better word, and at the risk of sounding whiny, really sucks right now. And there's not much I can do about it. So, I'm trying desperately to get somewhere stable so I can continue to do what I love and make videos that are near pointless, and these videos that have meaning. But yeah, that's what's been going on with the channel. Now, I want to move on to the other point. The reason why I decided, I'm like, I need to find a game to record because I don't want to fucking find my fucking webcam and rant at a fucking webcam. Everybody that has done YouTube or follows YouTubers and slightly understands the monetization system of our videos, you know, the ad put on the video, the way we get paid as YouTubers. By the way, if you're running ad block, please turn it off when you're on my content. Please! I know it's a pain, but that's how I make my money. And every little penny counts when I'm this small. Monetization, copyright. It's a very big deal. Now, you could say, Clip, you're playing Starbound. It's somebody else's creation. That's copyrighted. Yes, but the thing is I'm providing commentary that changes and gives... Hold on. I'm not doing this video over again. And I really hope that wasn't louder than me. I'm pretty loud, so I'm pretty positive that it wasn't louder than me. And like I was saying, you might say that, you know, it's copyrighted, I can't use it. But my commentary, the stuff that I'm talking about, the things that I said before this and things that I'm saying now, fall under fair use. Now, I'm alt-tabbing right now to read directly what is fair use. A YouTuber that I have been following a lot, that's helped me through a lot, and I shout out to him, a boy in a band. Great guy, awesome music, lots of meaning. He's gone over this before. In one of his most recent videos, one of his videos take down. Well, I'm looking at the text right here, and it states, and you can look this up by going to youtube.com/yt/copyright/fair use HTML, yada yada yada, Google it. 4 factors of fair use. The purpose and character of this use, including whether such use is commercial of nature or is for non-profit educational purposes. Courts typically focus on whether or not the use is transformative. What this means is that... Let me find it. I'm spacing right now. I'll cut that. Alright. Anyways, what that means is... Technical difficulties. Alright, I was skipping over the exact sentence I needed to read. What that means is, does this addition to whatever content this is, does it add new expression or meaning to the original? Or does it just merely copy the original? So, obviously, as you can tell, I have a lot of my video games I'm not copyrighted. I have a lot of my video games... Of course, my content is copyrighted unless you contact me personally. I will find you. What this means is you have to change it. You have to actually add something cognitive, something that induces thought, gives new expression or meaning as it states in the fucking guidelines, right? Now, I am putting this person on blast because they have ignored me. So, obviously just went through some hard shit with my entire life, so I use music to kind of calm me down. And I was looking for 12 Stones songs, and I mean, you know, my childhood, like the band, love it. Kim Sander. YouTube is, give me one moment. Bullshit, essentially. Just type Kim space Sander 12 Stones, you will find her channel. Haze her. I don't care. Haze her. She has monetized every single song she has, right? And all she has done is add lyrics to it. And even then, I will go on a limb to say she didn't even make those lyrics on it. The thing is that adding lyrics to a song does not give new meaning or new expression. All it does is copy the words that they say in text form. This does not fall under fair use. Now, the issue with that is, because 12 Stones isn't my band, and I'm not their fucking record deal or whatever, I can't report this user for copyright. But what that means is a lot of these channels that do these lyric videos get away with essentially stealing from the artist. It's no different from piracy. Pirating movies, pirating songs, it's all the same. Yeah, I mean, you're stealing from the content creator. You're stealing from what they worked hard to create. And that's a crime. Not only morally, it's a crime. It's a federal crime. Doing this can get you in serious loads of trouble. Now, the thing is that there are so many of these lyric video people that monetize their videos and get away with it on a daily basis because the companies can't hunt these people down and file these copyright strikes against these persons. Now, mind you, YouTube has taken away the ability for random people to file, copyright claims because of a lot of fraudulent copyright claims done in the past. Let me take a sip of coffee. I hit the fucking spot. And so I understand that. However, if you're listening to this video and you have lyric videos on your channel, I am not meaning to be mean. Just don't monetize your shit, man. Or woman, if you're that person. Because there's only one that watches me. I know this. Be respectful to the content creators, guys. It's a big deal. Especially, like, say somebody took my videos and monetized it. Somebody could be going to their channel watching my videos, my content, but the person that stole my video and put it on their channel is stealing revenue that can go to me, whereas you heard earlier, is in a terrible situation and need every single penny I can get. So yeah, I mean, moral of the story here, guys, I'm going to go on a rant for forever if I don't wrap this up soon. Respect the content creators, guys. Respect them. Respect their work. Is this rotten? It's not, thank God. But yeah, just be good. Give me a reason to have faith in humanity that doesn't revolve around hurting, betrayal, and abandonment. And hopefully soon I can actually get to real content with you guys. Now, I'm going to push this video a little bit longer to make kind of an impromptu thing. I don't know the state of my Patreon. I set it up and kind of like walked away. There are different tiers that you can donate to. However, I will not enforce any of the things that I have on there as rewards unless your payment goes through. Meaning, if you subscribe for that tier and right before it clocks over, you unsubscribe to that tier, it will still classify you in that tier, but you didn't pay me. And I watched that. So, yes. If you want to support me on Patreon, I'll have a link in the description below. I am not above begging. But yeah, I'm going to try not to beg. I want to be able to do this as my full-time profession, and I won't be able to do that for a very long time, but if I can have some sort of income coming in through Patreon, I can maybe cover internet costs, maybe get a place. It will help me loads, and you can feel good about helping out the homeless. But yeah, guys, if y'all want to be that nice, thank you, and I will have a more official video for y'all eventually. Any rate, y'all, this has been my rant, my update, and my thank you video all in one. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully very soon. Bye, everybody.